So the weekend numbers have come in, and Fantastic Four First Steps had a pretty fantastic weekend, earning $118 million domestically and $100 million internationally for a total worldwide box office of $218 million. And this is a pretty good thing for Marvel and Disney because, well, they've just had a string of box office bombs. And even though there have been some definite big successes like Lilo and Stitch, which has already earned $1 billion, for the most part, Marvel and Disney as a whole has been on the decline for many years, and it's never quite reached the heights of the golden era of Marvel comic book movies, especially all those movies leading up to the Avengers, and let alone the history and track record of the Fantastic Four movies, which have not been great at all. And this opening weekend is very similar to what Superman did. Superman, a few weeks ago, it did about $220 million on its opening weekend, and it's currently at $502 million worldwide. And so that is a good sign if the Fantastic Four First Steps continues on this trajectory. And how does it compare to other top movies here recently? Well, Jurassic World Rebirth is still bringing in a lot of money. It's already earned $718,352,000 worldwide. And one that is surprising is F1 the movie. That's already made over $509,652,000 worldwide. So that's definitely a good thing for these types of movies. And then, how does it compare to the previous Fantastic Four movies? Well, going back to 2005, the original Fantastic Four, that grossed $333 million worldwide. The next one, Fantastic Four Rise of Silver Surfer, made $289 million. And then they had the Fantastic Four in 2015, which was the lowest one so far at $167 million. So basically, this one is going to outperform all of these, but obviously this is not adjusted for inflation. But if the opening weekend and continuing weeks going forward are similar, then this will be the biggest box office for the Fantastic Four franchise so far. And whether or not that's going to be able to do that, I think it has a better chance because of the fact that overall, both critics and just general audiences alike, they did enjoy the Fantastic Four. And very similar to the recent Thunderbolts, it is one that has actually gotten a lot more positive than negatives. But that one didn't do as well as what the Fantastic Four is about to do. But this is a good sign for Marvel and Disney. And I hope hopefully they will keep doing these things. They'll go back to the things that audiences want and then focus on that, just giving the audiences what they want, what they love, what they enjoy. And in general, the money's going to come in. But we'll see how the Fantastic Four First Steps performs in the upcoming weeks. And for Superman, I think it might end up maybe around the 600 to 700 million. I'm thinking in the 600 million range. And maybe Fantastic Four The First Steps will probably end up in a similar range. And the production budget was 200 million, but when you factor in marketing, the theaters cuts and so forth, I think it's going to have an overall similar cost to Superman. We don't know the exact cost, but more than likely it's probably going to have to earn 600 to 700 million just to break even before it hits profitability. And that's not including other things like, products, at-home streaming, all those other things, just box office performances. So if you actually had any thoughts on the Fantastic Four First Steps or any other movies that you enjoyed, be sure to leave in the comments area below, and I'll see you on another episode.